G'day guys, welcome back to the channel. My name is Jono. Today I want to talk about how great having a boost on your guitar can really be. Before we get too far into the video guys, please hit like and subscribe, and thanks for watching the video. Any regular viewers on my channel would know that I rate the Lincoln Brewster Fender Stratocaster as the best Stratocaster really available. Now, that's subjective, of course, but my reason is this guitar seems to me to be the best meld of vintage awesomeness, vintage style, and modern playability. You got vintage frets, but you got a compound neck radius. You've got vintage lockers, but you've got a heel carve in the neck. You've got noiseless pickups, 5-way switch, and really the thing that I want to talk about the most is the push-pull boost on the volume pot. Now the boost on this guitar is active. There is a 9-volt battery in the back, which I'm sure you can see here. Now, when the volume pod is not pulled out, the boost is completely out of the circuit. Now that's a really good thing because I'm not actually a massive fan of active feeling pickups. The way that this is wired, I feel like it's really natural. Even when the boost is engaged, it still feels natural to me. And it just works really well with the DiMarzio pickups in here as well. Now, you may have seen something similar like this from Fender before in a few iterations of the Eric Clapton Stratocaster. That was called a TBX circuit. Now, I had one of those loaded pickguard with that at one point in an old Stratocaster a few years back. But that had a notch on the first tone pot that was kind of like your middle point. Now, this is different. This is not exactly the same as the TBX circuit, but this first tone knob does act as your mid boost. So it's basically a level control for the mid kick, which the active boost gives. The other thing that I really like about this style of wiring is that the bridge, the bridge pickup is wired to this bottom tone pot. So I always have that at about 7 or 8. I just feel like it sounds best with Kemper and with most of my amps. Really, it's the sound that I like and the sound that I go for. So that also means that the middle pickup is wide open, which I really feel like it adds to the natural feel of the guitar. What you heard on the track at the start and throughout this piece was a pretty high gain setting. I'm using my Kemper with my modded Marshall profile. So this is what that sounds like at full whack without any boost. If we now then add the boost, here's what it sounds like. It really takes a sound that I had there and just hot rods it. It's kind of like you're stepping on a pedal in front of the amp, but I don't really know which pedal I'm stepping on because I don't have a pedal that sounds like this boost, which is kind of the thing that I'm drawn to all the time about it. It just reacts differently depending on what amp or what profile I put it into. It feels different and under the fingers. So I really like that about this circuitry. Now I'll go back to a really clean setting, still on the same Marshall profile, but it's going to be quite clean. And then I'll kick the boost in so you can hear what that sounds like too. Whenever I'm on a clean setting with this guitar and I kick that boost on, I feel like it really just rounds out the tone. It's not all great in terms of that. Like it's not a tone that I use a lot. I'd rather have a higher gain setting, roll back the volume tone to get a clean sound. And I do find that using this technique, having clean amp and then putting the boost on in something like the Hot Rod Deluxe, I find that it can get a bit woofy, a little bit muddy in the mid-range. So yeah, it's a usable sound if that's what you're after, but it's not necessarily the sound that I would use. Summing it all up, this boost in this Strat is just one of the most natural feeling boosts that I've ever encountered. So please give it a try if you can find one. They're pretty hard to find at the moment, but if you can find one, play one. I'm sure you won't be disappointed. Also, if there's any other boosts that you've had in guitars, please leave them in the comments and let me know. Thanks so much for watching the video, guys. I'll see you in the next one. Please hit like and subscribe if you feel inclined, and I'll see you on the next video.